Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back around the water cooler tonight on this Thursday, April 17th. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going around the SEC. We did a most impactful player, but we did it for Auburn squad. But tonight we're going around the SEC and we're going to talk about the most impactful players in the SEC tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up right after this. Let's go.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
You are now tuned in to Water Cooler Talks, covering everything you love about college football, especially everything going down in the SEC conference. So, if you love college football, you need to lock in. And now, your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, we are back around the water cooler tonight, and we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here. As always, my name is Nick Frazier, one half of the Water Cooler Talk podcast. My guy Marcus Fitzpatrick will be back tomorrow, man. And with us tonight, we got a couple of the Avengers that rock around with us, man. From Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast, ladies and gentlemen. Tight Sports tonight.
Whoa! What's going on, folks? What's going on, folks?
What's going on, man? Tight is with us around the water cooler tonight. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, from at its SEC season. The one, the only, the man, the myth, legend, Auburn Tez. What's going on, Tez? How you feeling, man?
Auburn Tez.
Feeling pretty good, man. How you doing?
That's what I'm talking about. Man, we're doing great, man. We're doing great. Can't complain around here, man. As always, man, we appreciate y'all for coming around and rocking with us around the water cooler tonight. Before we get into it tonight, as always, make sure you follow Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook at
Water
Cooler Talk Podcast. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. On Instagram and TikTok. On Twitter, if you have a Twitter, go follow us on Twitter at CoolSpot23. Download Twitter if you don't have it, and follow us on Twitter at CoolSpot23 as well. And of course, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos, when we go live, when we do everything here on YouTube, man. We appreciate you all for continuing to rock with us here around the water cooler, man. Before we get into it, let's take a look at the comment section, man. We got some comments in the section. What's going on, man? Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's the quote of the day from JT. I still don't know why the video won't play. I'm trying to figure it out, but we'll get it going. JT with the quote of the day comes in and says, man, the trouble with life isn't that there is no answer. It's that there are so many answers. And that's from Ruth Benedict.
That's probably
Shout out
more
to
money,
JT.
more money,
Shout out
more
to
answers.
JT. That's the quote of the day, man. Shout out to JT.
I like that.
And he
I
come
like
back and
that
said
a
it
lot.
could be anyone. He said it could be anyone. He said anyone could be the most impactful player. And you're right. So we're gonna try to talk about a lot of them tonight. So it is what it is, man. Auburn
a
Dad
big
says
list.
War Eagle. What's going on, Auburn Dad? How you feeling?
AD4L.
5 Adam comes in and says any update on Anthony Jones. As of right now, no. He was at 8A. No update. You know, and more likely, you probably won't hear anything too soon or anything like that. I mean, we are getting to the season where guys are gonna start taking official visits, so you'll start hearing that. So I'm pretty sure he got a bunch of official visits lined up. So he could be making a commitment soon. No, he could not be. So we'll see what happens. Man. But if I had to take a wild guess at it, I'll probably say he'll probably be one of those Alabama Auburn battles all the way down to December. So probably won't know anything until November, December sometime. And you ask about Cedarian Morgan, same thing with Cedarian Morgan. Nothing to update there, except it'll more than likely be one of those classic Auburn, Alabama recruiting battles. Comes down in December. So that's what it is, man. Okay, here's the thing about EJ Crowell, running back from Jackson. It seems as if a lot of people feel as if Alabama may be he may be headed to Alabama. What a lot of people feel. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. I mean,
Alabama.
You know.
I mean, it is Alabama. I mean,
all right, type. Yes, I guess.
I mean, go. I mean, I ain't like chopped liver over there. Serving them
Auburn,
bologna sandwiches.
Auburn that said, don't care about anyone but Auburn, so I hope Jackson Arnold will be the most impactful. I hear you, my guy. Shout out to Auburn Dad, man. Letting everybody know it's all about that War Eagle in this thing. Hitting the booze early tonight, 5 out.
Wow.
No, 5. Take top. Is that take? Am I saying that right?
Take. Tay Tasty.
Okay. What's up, man? Welcome around here, man.
RTR.
Even though you're an Alabama fan, taking in from man, welcome around the water cooler with us over here, man. We appreciate you so much for rocking with us. Man. Our dad saying Nick Tez and Tight. Hi. Hey yo, AUTJ. What's up, my guy? How you feeling, man? Hope all is good for you, my guy. Hope all is good for you, man.
Welcome.
Appreciate you so much for coming around here and rocking with us around the water cooler, TJ. You know what it is. It's all good over here, man. Auburn Dad said, okay, Tight, I do feel good, James.
I do feel good. I knew that I would.
It's me. It's me is where he said, what's up,
It's
guys?
me. What up with
It's
your boy? Prayers
It's
for
the prayers for
FSU.
FSU.
Yes, sir. That is terrifying.
FSU, your prayers, as always. Man, a lot of things going on. So keep them in your prayers, man. Because that was when I saw that pop up on my Twitter feed, I was like, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in America today that's just, man.
Inexplicable, some of it.
It is. 5 out said, how many do you expect Auburn to win? Well, 5 out, I'm gonna tell you this. 5 out. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I don't care if it's Jackson Arnold, McDonald's, or Stoop Kid from Hey Arnold. Auburn at 10. I'll tell you that right there.
You got 10? Okay.
Yeah.
The over under on y'all guys is like 7.5 right now.
It is.
It is.
You could have voted for Biden. You could drive a Nissan Titan, or you can go to the ocean looking for Poseidon. Auburn win 10. I'm telling you, man. Telling you.
Okay.
It could be the EST of WWE. Nico leaving Tennessee. That or Dwayne Wade win number 3.
Auburn
win 10.
Okay, I got it. I got that. I remember right.
Auburn win 10. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna keep.
Long as you say some space for that Iron Bowl L, I'm all about it.
That's part of the Auburn win 10. That's part of it right there.
Hey, well, mathematics don't work out like that now.
As we said, 5 Adam, hopefully they get above 50% and free, gets a raise. Wow.
Yeah, extension, baby.
I guess, man.
Iron Bowl lost 8 victories and an extension because we see it coming to fruition.
I guess, man. I guess it is what it is. All right, man. Let's get into it tonight, man. So tonight, like I stated before on the show before, we talked about the most impactful player for Auburn football.
Mhm.
But tonight, we're gonna go around the SEC and we're gonna pick some of the guys that we feel from all SEC schools, because we do talk about SEC football on this channel. Who are some of the guys that we potentially could see as some of the most impactful players for 2025 in the SEC Southeastern Conference? A lot of changes happening around the SEC. A lot of people came in, a lot of people left. So it's gonna be interesting to see. So we're gonna get it started off with tight. Go ahead. Who you got on mind? Give us one, give us two, give us however many you want.
Well, I would be selfish and start with my boy, but I'm gonna start out here someone that gave us a little trouble last year.
Okay.
I'm going over to South Kakalaki.
Okay.
One thing I would say is, like, looking this stuff up this early before football season, I'm pulling stuff and like Jalen Milroe's gonna have a big year. I'm like, shut up! Like, could you please update these articles and stuff? But anyway, I'm going with the edge rusher, man, Dylan Stewart.
Okay.
You know, he caused quite the stir for us last year. Coming off the edge, I think he was a freshman player of the year. A lot of different polls and whatnot. 6.5 sacks.
He's in the portal, isn't
he? Is he in the portal? That's what I'm saying.
That's the crazy part.
I think he may be in the portal.
Let's take a look.
Why would he be in the portal? Where he going?
No, he's not.
He's not. Oh God. But he caused some problems because I think he ended up forcing a safety on us last year. But he was green. And he got a half a sack a game. That's a good average for you just walking on the college football field. And I'm highlighting people mostly that gonna be a problem for Alabama at least for another 1 or 2 years. And Dylan Stewart is high on that list to me. Intense, athletic is on. I mean, really, he kind of was like a twin to Milroe. They was about he's taller, but it's like the same kind of build. I can run with you. I'm just as agile as you are. I can play the angles and I can dominate you. It's best you take this to the other side.
Okay.
It's just best you just go on over there now. Don't bring it around here. Going on over there. So I start with Dylan Stewart. Yeah.
All right. Tess, who you think
was it Dylan? Is it Dylan or Dylan?
Not Dylan.
Dylan. The best 5 rappers of all time, man. Dylan. Biggie. Tupac. Dylan and Dylan. That boy's crazy.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Oh, spit hot fire. Come now, this. Oh boy, that's good.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with a team that just kind of put everybody on notice, man, and you better be paying attention to them. Oklahoma Sooners.
I know what you're about to say.
And I'm gonna get 2 transfers.
I know what you're about to say.
SEC.
On my list.
Material and Jaden Ide.
Yeah. Man, oh my God.
Yeah.
You took my guy.
Yeah.
Be a problem.
You took my guy.
Oh my God. Go, Ted. Just go. That's on my list.
I can't pick one of them. Like, I wanted to pick one, but like, John Material is already high on the list just because the type of quarterback that he is. And
yes, sir.
I think he's going to statistically put up a whole bunch of numbers. But you pair that with essentially maybe the best returning running back in the country.
That's I got one on my list that may rival that. I tell you, okay.
Well, I'll say one of the best, but yeah, you pair that with Material, with that Brett Venables defense, and all of a sudden, if they can stay healthy, if they don't have this series of misfortunate injuries where they lose 5 wide receivers in the season, if they don't have anything like that, man, they can stay healthy. Man, that game now, all of a sudden, last year, at the end of last year, that game was when the schedules came out. So a lot of people thought differently about that game when you saw it on the schedule versus right now when you look at that game where it says on your schedule, you better be prepared.
It's not circled, it's not underlined, it's highlighted.
Yeah.
Over here.
So that I think that's the biggest impact. It's some more players, but like
3,100 pass yards at Washington State, 826 yards rushing, 29 touchdowns throwing, 15 rushing, 330 yards a game. And I know Washington State, I don't even know what conference they're in no more, but he's just a piece. He's a piece that you just, add water and stir. It's like he's just a
with a defense that's holding you to like 24 points a game.
The biggest part that people don't realize though is that Ben Arbuckle, who was his offensive coordinator, is the offensive coordinator at Oklahoma now. So
I quit.
They came.
I quit. I'm gone, man. Between that and that boy at Vanderbilt, what's his name?
Fabio.
Nope. No. Keel.
Jerry Keel.
Yeah, I renounce my SNC fandom. I can't do it no more. They bringing in these killers.
I've been saying for the longest, Auburn wins 10 games, and the 2 games Auburn lose would be at Oklahoma and a fluke to Arkansas on the road.
Wow.
I got Auburn losing 2 road games. I think
so
Auburn take care of the home season.
You're not gonna give me nothing with Grub coming in. You're not, no love with Grub. No love for the Grub.
No love. Because just like Iron Man had a Hulk, we have a DJ Durkin. So
I think we both finished the season with the same record, 9-3.
And it
would be 9-3.
Oh, you got 9-3. Okay. All right. So
I can't take another 9-3. I don't think. Too much consternation.
That
would cause much.
9-3.
No. That would cause too much consternation. He ain't gonna get fired, but it's just like listening to all the and we got the goats. We got goats. I'm like, come on, man. We got elephants too. Stick with that.
I'm gonna go with you took John Mateer. I think I kind of figured we had John Mateer on the list. But I'm gonna go to the next guy that was right under John Mateer that I wrote down. And I'm going the running back at Georgia. Nate Frazier. Nate Frazier, the running back at Georgia. Because when you look at what Georgia has coming back, Gunnar Stockton, who's going to be first year full-time starter. Offensive line, it could be average or above average, but we know they recruit well, so we give them the benefit of the doubt. You look at Noah Thomas, who came in the portal to Georgia. Zachariah Branch, who came in the portal.
He was on my list.
Yes. Who came in the portal from USC, Georgia. Noah Thomas, I think he came from Texas A&M, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
In the portal to Georgia. I honestly believe the first half of the year, Nate Frazier is going to be the biggest part of Georgia's offense because you're breaking in a first-time full-time quarterback. I mean, reports are that Georgia feels they love Gunnar Stockton. Mm-hmm. They love it. But the thing is, you're not hearing as if, this is a guy that we feel like we can win with just yet. Right. I feel like they got to get into it. So maybe by week 6, and I see 5 Adams saying I have Auburn win against UGA and Georgia. Yes, I do. I do have that. But maybe by week 6, he's settled in. Maybe he's there. But that's a road game too. That's a road game for him as well. So looking at that and seeing exactly how this offense is, there's no returning production on the offense for real. And you still kind of breaking in some guys because Zachariah Branch at USC last year wasn't like if I'm not mistaken, I think he had less than 700 yards receiving last year, if I'm not mistaken, at USC. And he's coming in to be your 1A, 1B type receiver. I'm pretty sure Noah Thomas is going to be the downfield guy because he's just a bigger body type guy, more of a possession type guy. But I feel like Nate Frazier, they're going to lean heavily on the run game at Georgia, and I feel like Nate Frazier has a chance to be one of the most impactful players to keep Georgia in some games next season, especially the first half of the year.
I can't disagree with that. I guess it's my turn next. Now I'm gonna get a little selfish because this is the most impactful, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
not like the returning MVP, because I'm going to tell you right now, right off the bat, I'm talking about my quarterback. Ty Simpson.
Oh my God. Really?
Has to, no. This was you say impactful. If that dude loses 2 games within the first 8, our season is turning down, and he's probably going to get replaced. So his impact, can he get out there and drive this Maserati? Is Ryan Grubb going to call it better than Slick did? We got a whole room full of running backs. The receivers are ridiculous. So the offensive line still got some gelling to do because of injury, but we got players and Proctor and people over here on this side ready to go. Former's back for a second. But can he drive this, whatever it is? It may not be it may not be, what's that car I'm always talking about? McLaren. I don't know why I like McLaren. That name just anyway, it may not be a McLaren, but is it a Challenger or something? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna drive it? Is he gonna drive it like it's a station wagon from '77? With smoking and and it was broken down San Francisco truck. I don't know. This is impact. I mean, they saying he can handle it. They said one of the reasons that Jalen kind of got ahead of him anyway was because of his just general confidence, not his knowledge. Just like he would let a plays kind of like things would happen and it seemed to affect him on the next play,
Gotcha.
And so it's going to be difficult.
Compound on mistakes. He would compound on mistakes. Is what it's
right.
like.
So it's like now they're saying, maybe he should be there, but Florida State's coming up. Game can go either way, but I'm saying within maybe the first 6. I'm not even talking about, I think they'll let him go if he looks shaky, but it's like if he's lost 2 games, if he gets 2 games within the first 8, I don't even care who it's against, and it looks like it's his fault because the defense is fire. He's going to have a huge impact because we probably got another loss on the other side of the second one, back to the 9-3 Ted's talking about. But if he comes in there and he's clicking, if he's clicking, he'll have a positive impact on the team that I think it could be historical, to be honest, because the team is, oh my God, this Isaiah Horton dude, a 200. I mean, he's like a DK Metcalf in college. 6'4", 205.
Wait, he transferred from Miami?
Yeah.
That transfer from Miami? Okay,
yeah. So we got him, Jeremy, and Ryan Williams. They're ready to rock. And they said, you all will be glad to know that Ryan can run all the routes now. he runs all the routes. Yeah, he runs all the routes that Jeremy runs, and so I'm glad. I know people are worried about that, but yeah, they all can run routes.
Has he put on some weight? Has he put on some muscle?
Everybody run them all till they get hit.
That's
all,
what I'm saying.
They don't run them no more.
That's one thing that was saying, like, they changed the weight program, I guess, a few years after Cochran left. They just stopped going for straight power. They started going this, we can't get people hurt by working them out too much. Well, they threw that in the trash can last year. And everybody says like they're just much more stronger. They trying to get back where they can be nasty and physical all the time. Every play, any play they want to be on, nasty and physical on, they want to be able to out physical everybody. They tired of trying to dance around the injuries and stuff. They want depth so they can just keep pushing and keep banging. Like if the weight room messes you up, sorry, get better. We got this. We got to keep going. We got to be physical with everybody. So I know Keelan Russell done picked up like almost 20 pounds. I'm sure Ryan has picked up 10 pounds. They putting the weight on people, the right kind of weight.
I was about to say, did he pick up the Bryce Underwood weight? Because have y'all seen the pictures of Bryce Underwood?
He eating good. You eating good, boy. Hey, boy, you eating good. You gotta be careful because kids. DC and I were talking about what's the Cam Ward. Have you ever seen his high school pictures?
Yep.
He was a championship quarterback forever, man. I mean, but he could go right back. But I think he got people to help him with that now. But you gotta be careful because you can't put it on when you're eating good. Eating steaks, lobsters, prawns.
We don't want Zion.
Oh my God. Is that gonna be that's the complex, not a Zion. You don't want them Zion.
You don't know that. Apparently Zion down like 260, 250.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, he looks slim.
He does look slim. He looks slimmer. He does look
I think
slim.
he may have done that. A lot of people like what's the 76ers center? They do so much damage to the body that it just can't never reel it back in because it starts like LeBron did, 19 years old, getting what you need. But yeah, Brian Grubb, and I would put him out there, but Ty Simpson, impactful, could go either way, but very impactful.
Okay. All right, Tez, what you got?
I'm gonna go down there in LSU, man, and go with Gary Nussmeier.
I thought you were about to say, okay. All right. Okay.
I feel like it's a guy who's gonna be probably top 3 in the SEC in passing.
They're gonna spin
when it's
it.
all said and done at the end of this year.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna spin
number
it.
2. He was number 2 overall last year, just behind Jackson Dart.
Right.
Wow.
Another year of experience. We see where LSU is at, and they're going to be a better team. Roster wise. So of course Brian Kelly is always the question, but one thing about it, he does let Nussmeier throw the ball around the field. So
yeah,
I don't know. In terms of experience in the SEC at quarterback, is he returning with the most experience?
Yeah,
he would probably be. Yeah.
Not since old boy vacated. I mean, he was supposed to be the kind of the bell cow.
Well, I guess you can count Pavia, right?
But he not. I mean, as an experienced quarterback, yes, but like spinning that thing.
It would be a different type of quarterback.
It would be Nussmeier.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I'm trying to think of somebody else. I'm trying to think of who else could potentially.
This is Arch's first year, right? It's gonna be Arch's first year.
Yeah, this is Arch's first year.
See, but I look at Arch like, I don't know how I can say this. I hope Lagway have a better year than Arch, but I don't think that's going to actually it's not balanced. Like he's more of a runner and a scrambler, whereas Arch may be able to sit back there and just cook. You know what I'm saying? Just
he got legs though.
I don't know about that, man. Come
on.
Yes, he does have 2 legs.
He does. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stay at LSU.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay at LSU, but I'm gonna go to the other side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And most impactful, what this defense missed last year because he got injured at the beginning of the year, Harold Perkins Jr. With him back on the football field on that defensive side of the ball, and him going back to his natural position of rushing the quarterback, the front 7 for LSU's defense is going to be improved. You went out and got Jack Pyburn, who was at Florida last year. He transferred to LSU. His defensive end. You went and got Patrick Payton, who was a defensive end at Florida State. He's at LSU now. And now you bring Harold Perkins Jr. back in the fold on the defensive side. Their front 7, just with those 3 guys, they can just get some. If they can, in this portal class, if LSU were to go out and get a starting caliber type defensive tackle and maybe get some depth behind him, I wholeheartedly feel that their front 7 will be good enough to stop the run in the SEC, just based off of what they have on the edge and with having Harold Perkins Jr. back. So most impactful, because you saw last year when he wasn't on the field, LSU's defense was just boo-boo. They was not good at all. Not good. But now I feel like with him coming back, he has a great season. He's coming off ACL injury from last year. He comes back, has a great season. He's off to the NFL. He's going to be a top 15 pick in the 26th draft if he goes back, if he comes out and balls out again. I'm telling you, LSU's defense is going to be one. Especially, I'm not gonna say the back end. I definitely say the front 7 part is going to be one that you're gonna have to look at teams that when they play, gonna have to look at it and be like, all right, they're gonna be able to run the football. I mean, they gonna be able to stop the run on teams that pride themselves on running the football. Now the back end, the secondary, I'm not too sure about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there is something people say they are DBU, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? They did pretty well against USC the first game of the year last year, but they did, give up some stuff in order to lose that game. But I don't know, man. I feel like having him back on the field on the defensive side of the ball is going to be very prevalent for LSU's defense going into the 2025 season. What do y'all think?
If LSU, their biggest problem was just being tough enough to, deal with a very physical team. If Kelly can't fix that, they're gonna still have problems. But he knows it. And he says, like, I don't know why we can't. Dang it! His press conferences are like almost like a political thing, like saying, like if you're watching DC or something. Because he's like he was he's a dean or something, not a football coach, but he can coach. But they gotta get those boys. They gotta figure out a way how do you toughen them up? How do you rough them up against the pavement and make them be able to bear through the tough stuff? Because Alabama got very physical with them. Shocked me, and they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle it. It was too much. Yeah. It was really weird.
Yeah, it started on the defensive end. You're right, Nick. Harold Perkins come back is very impactful for them.
Yes.
How do you get how you get back to being physical on the defensive end?
Right.
Yep.
It's just simple as that up front. Get after the quarterback, some tackles for a loss, blow up some double teams, get back to LSU football on the defensive end, and that the rest of it will take care of itself.
And it should help complement what a lot of people think LSU's offense is going to look like this year. You got Nick Anderson out there that's going to be catching the football, or John Henry. Is it John Emery? Excuse me. He entered the transfer portal.
Wow.
So I don't know what that running back situation is going to look like, but you got Gary Nussmeier back there. So who I think is probably going to be one of the top 2 quarterbacks coming out in the 26th draft. So it'll be interesting to see. I feel that wholeheartedly. We're going to take a break right here. We're going to go at halftime real quick, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll come on the other side. We're going to get y'all comments, and we're going to keep this conversation going. Let us go into the halftime. Let's go.
You know about your seats. It's halftime.
Do you want to feel like a star? Then go to Hollywood Media, and you'll be shining. From sports interviews, athletic highlight tapes, athletic photography, Hollywood Media will make you the star of all stars. Feel like a star on the most important days of your life, from college graduation to saying I do to your forever person. Let Hollywood Media make your event star-studded. Subscribe and follow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. And follow on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. Hollywood. Shout out to that guy DJ, man. They want support of the Water Cooler Talk podcast as always, man. Make sure you go follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood EY. And follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Make sure you mess with the people that mess with the Water Cooler Talk podcast, man. They want support. Salute to our guy DJ. As always, man. We appreciate you so much, man. Let's get to the comment section right here. And let's see what was said in the comment section. When we were talking about some things, what we got going on here? It's me said need to go to AAU. Nope. That's not gonna happen. He said one thing. Auburn that comes in and says one thing about tight. He bring the comedy. That's what I'm talking about.
just in case he doesn't know, he did sign with UCLA. He back home.
Yeah, he back in California.
The highest state taxes in the country.
Yeah, not for him, no. Not for him. It's gonna be so much money gonna be flowing in his house. It's not for him. People can say what they want. All them homies and everybody's putting money in the mailbox. He ain't paying no. That taxes ain't nothing compared to what he's about to get. It ain't nothing because he about to take that hair. He gonna have him a Head and Shoulders commercial.
Yeah, that's the old Troy Polamalu. He gonna be new Troy
Hold
Polamalu.
up. How come his brother hit the transfer portal and left UCLA?
That's the crazy part. Flipped on the day of. Flipped on Sunday. Flipped Sunday to Arkansas, of all places. Arkansas.
I don't speak Polynesian, Samoan, whatever that is, but I'm a leaver. I think it does transfer. It translates to I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Whatever it culture is, I am leaving.
That's literally what it is.
It's literally what it reads.
Get that money.
He said, as long as I don't run his mouth, I'll agree to his.
That's like, man, I don't want to play this guy again. This is like, why?
Hey, man.
I'm tired of Jay.
It is what it is. 5 Adams said
he does nothing against us.
He didn't. That's the thing. 5 Adams said, Nick, you have Auburn to win against UGA and Bama. Like I said, 5 Adams. You run a 4-3.
Yeah.
You can drink some green tea. Or you can try to win 3-peat. I'm gonna win 10. I'm telling you, man.
I don't know.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna win 10.
But for y'all to thrive, run the 3-3-5, I think y'all gonna be under 0.5.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp, that got everybody going with
shout out to him. I saw it the other day. I was like, okay, I don't watch the show, but I saw some clips. That's funny. That's funny.
My own thing. Auburn win 10. Is it what it is?
Oh,
he said, Nick, you at UGA now more as a running back. I wish. Man, might be my cousin for real though. Nate Frazier might be my cousin. He might be.
I claim him. Disclaim
him. He might be. I wouldn't drive Bowser though. I wouldn't be driving nothing while I was at Bush though. Not a thing. Wouldn't do it. Jay Flowers is here. He said, "Yo, I'm here. What up, Jay Flowers? Mr. Light Skin.
What up to you?
5 Adams said he said Ty had a great camp. I mean, from all reports, they said he did. It's me said, hey. Fred made the cash with the Sanford and Son truck. I'm trying to understand the reference.
No, he's talking about like is Ty Simpson going to be driving the McLaren, or we driving a San Francisco truck, or the
sound like quarterback by committee.
No, we're not doing
that. Y'all ain't got a quarterback.
It's too much.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's too much. We're trying to wait for the portal to close because Austin Mack can still
dip out.
He still fade to black. Like
he could dip out. I'm just saying he could dip out. Curtis in here with us. He said, I made it. Better late than never. Laugh out loud. What's up, Water Cooler fan? What's up, Fee? What's going on, my guy? Hope everything going good with you, my man. How you feeling, man? Everything going good. He said, hate to say it, but John Mateer duo may pose a problem for SEC. I feel you, man. I feel you, 50. Shout out to 50, man.
50 Cent. That's funny.
Yeah. Said most Pat will be free with the 5-peat. Okay. All right. JT, hey, you dad. What's up? That's what he's saying.
He still got y'all going under 500, like five.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on, it's me. Like, for real. Stop it.
He won't let go. He won't let it go.
Stop it, bro. Stop it.
Yeah, Kelly's defense has kind of been soft.
Yep. I mean, but the thing, like, you get who's the defense coordinator at LSU now? Do anybody know right off the top of their head who it is?
Not off the top of my head.
No, I couldn't tell you. I can look it up for you.
Go ahead. Knock it out.
If you can, that'll be dope. Shout out to Alan Berry. What's up, Alan? I hope all is good with you, my guy, man. He said this Michael win the Heisman and Brian Kelly will find a way to miss the playoffs. In old Brian Kelly fashion, huh? Okay. Robert Smith, what's up, man? He said Oklahoma, Georgia, Alabama, Texas A&M, Baylor, Arkansas.
Blake Baker.
Blake
Baker. Oh, they got him at the beginning of last year. Oh yeah, he was the guy at Missouri. Yeah, he was at Missouri because remember Missouri, the defense kind of went up under him, and then he dipped, he got gone, and he came down to LSU. So he might whip him into shape, man, but they're gonna have to toughen up.
Out of that list right there, Robert, I have losses to Oklahoma and Arkansas. I think Auburn beat Texas A&M on the road. I think Auburn beat Baylor on the road.
Is that y'all schedule?
Not in order though. Not in order.
Okay.
I think Auburn beat Georgia and Alabama. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think they do. 5 Adams said, "Do you think Anthony Jones will stay in bound?" If I was a betting man, I would probably say yeah. Like I said, I think that's a I'll be honest with you, man. I think that's a classic Auburn, Alabama. Auburn, Alabama recruiting battle.
I think a ton of this class, even the ones that's already recruited, is like that. This season, by the end of the year, these recruiting classes may look vastly different than what they look now.
That's why I need y'all going to lay it down for the Iron Bowl, man. Let them kids have a chance at get on to the rest of your life. Living the good life over here. They keep talking about when the SEC broke compared to these other schools. I'm like, wow, we better start winning. Then. Somebody better start winning.
Well, apparently Penn State got money now. From what I read, apparently Penn State got money.
Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan, they got money. A lot more money than what we're talking about. Because people in California, they're not watching no doggone football no more. It's too terrible.
All right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going, man. Let's try to get one more from each one of us. Do you have one more guy that you potentially could be one of the most impactful players in the SEC this year?
I'm gonna just throw this name out here real quick, then I'm gonna get to my person. But Quay Russo, if you don't know who that is, you don't play quarterback, not even on a handheld machine. Quay Russo is a disruptor, and they're right. Y'all, I know everybody we praying he got a twisted ankle every week, but I'm gonna focus on Lenoris Sellers. This could be Alabama's payback, like to the junior Milroe, not the sophomore Milroe, not the one last year, but because he could be the same player or better as Jalen Milroe, because his athleticism, I think he probably has a better grasp of the passing game, his passing game at least, and I think they have some people around him as well that allow him to do a lot of things. Half of the teams that they lost to, which wasn't a lot of them, I think they'll beat them. And Alabama could be one of them because of him and the aforementioned defense they have. But he's going to make them that much better of a player because they're going to have ball control, serious ball control. Yeah. So Lenoris Sellers, I don't know if y'all have seen him, but he's like a Cam-like person. So
to your point with them losing Rocket Sanders, I think he's going to be even more impactful in their run game this year at South Carolina. That's
right.
Yeah, he's on his bill. Yeah, I agree. I like that one. What you got, Chris?
Oh man, got to give one more. I'm gonna go with the home team, man. I gotta go with them team. And I'm gonna go with a name that like a lot of people looking at the Auburn Tigers and not looking at it as an impact player, but I think Damari Alston is set to have a very impactful year in the SEC. Particularly with the receiving core and how I think that this offense is going to go. He is going to face a lot of light boxes. If you see pictures of him, he is ripped. He is a tough guy to tackle. If he can hold on to the football, which, fumbles happen, man, I think that this guy, yards per carry, is going to be one to watch for him, particularly the way the offense sets up. But yeah, I think this guy is, with the offense designed to get him to the second level, like right now.
Yep.
Immediately, like he's going to be a problem.
I like that, Tiz. Because we need a running back. We need Auburn needs a guy that you can be like, we give you the ball, we need 2 yards, go get it.
And he's been patient. Like that's something he has to be rewarded for that. Like the football gods reward people who do the things that he's done in terms of just sitting, waiting your turn, and when you get on the field, maximize your opportunity. He's been patient. So
how do you pronounce his name again?
Mari Austin.
I think he was on my list. No, I had y'all DB on my list.
Jay Crawford.
Ken Lee. And I had another one too. No, I had Cam Coleman on my list too.
Okay.
I think he can take the world by storm real quick.
Yeah. I think this.
If he got somebody hitting him,
this the year they're gonna be like Jeremiah who?
Right.
All right, man. I'm gonna go this. I can go Mon Wilson, transfer from Georgia to Missouri. I can go Deion Burks, wide receiver at Oklahoma. I can go I can go back to Georgia, go Noah Thompson. I can go Eric Singleton at Auburn. I can go Kevin Coleman Jr. at Mississippi State. I can go Zach Calzada at Kentucky.
I forgot about that. I didn't even look at Kentucky. I didn't even look at Kentucky.
There's a name in Kentucky. And funny you say that. There's a name in Kentucky down there that goes hand to hand with Zach Calzada that I almost mentioned. Kendrick Law is wide receiver 1.
Oh, you're right. Kendrick Law is a wide receiver. He is a wide receiver. He is a wide receiver in Kentucky. That's right. That's true.
Wide receiver 1. He is going to get as many targets as he wants. Receiver that was true. a lot of Alabama fans had confidence in.
Yeah,
he was on the roster.
Very true.
Speed, strong.
We didn't throw the ball enough. we were focused on two.
I'm telling you, if he could finish near the top of the SEC and
receiving.
And receiving.
Yeah. They say Saban kind of recruited him as a gadget kind of guy because he was like an athlete, and they just never utilized it the way it needed to be used.
I'm gonna go to the sidelines and I'm gonna go 2 coaches. I'm gonna go 2 coaches in the SEC. Kalen DeBoer and Hugh Freeze. They both. I'm going. Those are probably 2 of the biggest, most impactful guys in college football. And they're just as big as players as anybody playing on the field. More probably Hugh Freeze than Kalen DeBoer, because I think Kalen DeBoer may still get a reprieve this year because he went out and got Ryan Grubb. So I think that could probably be a crutch of saying this is a new first year offensive coordinator. But Hugh Freeze, man. Hugh Freeze. This is it, dog. This is it.
This is a year. This is it. Or you gotta get.
This is it, man. When we have talked about this ad nauseum on this show. When you look at this roster,
spell ad nauseum. I bet you can't spell it.
Nauseum. Let me.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh God.
Nauseum. EM.
Exactly. When you look at this roster, man, and you just look at the talent, especially on the offensive side of the ball,
right?
Probably offensive line probably gonna be the best that you have. Auburn's probably had since I don't know what the Greg Robinson days at Auburn. When you look at the talent in the wide receiver room, when you look at the running back room, we just talked about Damari Austin. When you look at the defense side, even though young, you have a guy in DJ Durkin who is calling up hell of a defenses. Right. And you saw what he did with young talent last year. So there's a lot of Auburn fans are not. I don't think there's a worry about the defensive side of the ball. If there's a worry, it's probably just like 3rd and long type stuff. That's really what it is.
Getting off the field on 3rd down. That's every team in the country, though.
That's every basically. But 3rd and 13, 3rd and 20, 3rd, whatever that was.
There's not a fan base. There's not a fan base in the country that's satisfied with how their team does on 3rd down.
Of course.
I hadn't met a fan yet.
You got a point.
Like, oh yeah, we're great on 3rd down. No, it doesn't.
But when you look at this, team offensively, you went out and basically got what is considered to be an upgraded quarterback in Jackson Arnold. And then now the narrative behind that of Deuce Knight, the buzz around Deuce Knight that was spring. I don't see how with what this roster looks like, even 7 games is agreeable.
Did you feel?
I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. If Auburn won 7 games this year, I would probably still be upset.
Did you feel like that last year?
No.
Did you look at that roster last year and say?
Last year's roster, I felt Auburn's roster last year could have been a 7-8 win team. But this year's team, that's why I'm looking at this roster and I'm saying this is a 10-win team. This should be a 10-win team. It should be. I'm just being real. I'm being so serious. It should be a 10-win team this year.
I got us at 9 wins. The biggest thing that we got going in our favor is continuity. We return defensive staff, return offensive staff. That's going to be needed because we got a lot of production that walked out of the door on offense. Almost all of our offensive production walked out of the door. So, like, the staff being the same. Yeah. The staff being the same matters. That's why, like, when I look over, I ain't even gonna lie, like, when I look at Tuscaloosa, I
mean, turn to worship.
You know, it's not at all.
You gotta look at him do it 6 times a day.
Ryan Grubb is a big name down there. It's a big story. A lot of people are very confident now that they have him. And I'll continue to say this. It's been proven true. He has not coached in the SEC yet.
Very true. Very true.
You know, that is a wild card. I mean, as much confidence as you can have in him, there is still this element of he has not coached in this league yet. I have seen countless coaches come into this league, do great other places. Coordinators come into this league, do great other places, and just get eaten alive by that SEC schedule. So
I think the difference is, though, he's not coming like for his first. He's coming with people saying, "Man, I almost had the fire slick." You know, it's like, you know, he's coming. He's coming with a little. He got, you know, they kind of look at it, and like one thing about it too is like Womack definitely has an edge. He has an edge too.
That's why I think that 9-3 is fair. For that reason, it's like, hey, you're gonna have to give him time to get acclimated, offensively. And Womack's there. What's funny is a lot of y'all was ready to fire him last year.
Not on my show.
They was ready to get rid of it. Was
the worst game he had was Oklahoma. Other than that, I was like, we lost. Wasn't his fault. It was slick.
That Vanderbilt game, I think he couldn't get off the field on third down. The
fan
base is ready to get rid of that man.
Could not do it.
And do it.
I was like, Kane Womack was one of the premier names of defensive coordinators in this country. This is not a scrub.
He was a head coach in South Alabama before he got there.
Yeah, I didn't understand it.
Well, he was putting a different defense in, which it achieved its goals, and that they finished top 4 in turnovers. And right now they're trying to do something, just knock 30, 40 yards off that running average, which was really high. But I didn't have a problem because I knew we were going to lose 2 games first year out. I knew we were going to win 2. The third was a problem. And if they had not done what they did at Oklahoma, Oklahoma was very nasty. I mean, Vandy turned into a 40-year anomaly. Tennessee is Tennessee. It was their time. Oklahoma was like, whoa. And that still was the offensive issue. But more Jalen's turnovers. It's like, ain't too many people got defense for you. Like, you're going to give them the ball at the 20-yard line a couple times. It's like, what you going to do? And they didn't score 3 points, man. So I had I was on my show. I was defending him from the beginning of the year. I was just looking at the numbers. The numbers defended him. And I knew it was some new stuff they were doing because everybody, where's our Cody and where's the? I'm like, no, we're not doing the Cody thing right now. They're implementing something. He said something that was very key the other day. He says, last year people knew what to do, and he said now he sees that his players understand what they're doing. So he knew it was a process. But I think Grubb is going to probably have some of that same issue with Tyler, except Tyler has seen. Ty, but he's seen the offense. It's very loaded, but he knows he have to be very aggressive, even in your passing plays. But he wants to be able to run the ball. We didn't use those running backs worth nothing, worth a plug nickel. we didn't use them at all.
5 Adam say, when would the SEC go to 105 scholarships? 5 Adam, hot take. I think the SEC should only use 60. Hot take.
Man, come on.
I think there should only be 60 scholarships, in my opinion.
I think we should get rid of them altogether.
Yeah, me and Ted had this conversation last night. I think it should be 60. Robert Smith said we better start winning like basketball and baseball. Yeah, we should. It's me said Penn State got a ton of CEOs as alums. Very true. Very true. They do. Yeah, Penn State is
nice. Oh, it's nothing sugar stick at because it's a huge school. It's a huge school.
Let's see. Quay Russo, he said it will be a first round pick. That's what he's saying. He believe that.
Whoa! Let me get to this. Let me get to this season first. I don't want to talk about his departure.
He said, "Tight, leave Milroe alone. He done what he's supposed. He done.
He had a bad game in the Oklahoma game, but I know it was slick. It was all slick. It was mostly slick. 73% slick. Slick was the issue.
Right.
Every quarterback throws an interception. He threw 11 on the whole season, so it's like 11.
Robert Smith said Sessions is the best QB in the SEC. Who will argue? I will go Gary Nussmeier. I'm going Gary Nussmeier. Gary Nussmeier is the best quarterback in the SEC, man. He's the best.
I think I'm gonna go to Sellers, man.
Okay. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you.
If I like the one who can win, like because Nussmeier got this little Brett Favre-ish type thing going to him too. Now.
I get what you're saying.
He will do one. He'll pop one out on it. Yeah, so that's why Sellers try not to make the mistakes.
Yeah, I'm still gonna ride with Nussmeier. I think I got Sellers number 2, and if DJ Lagway, if his shoulder, whatever's going on with his shoulder clears up.
Forgot about Mateer.
This thing, but see, the thing about it is Mateer he's done it, but he hasn't done it in the SEC. Kind of how you know what I'm saying.
We do a mid-season check-in.
yeah, that's what it is. I know the talent that Mateer has. Like his talent tells me he's number 2 or 3 in this conference. Maybe
it's not like I'm just saying that just be like this happens. Like you see players, it's not a myth, right?
Right.
This conference eats players and coaches alive all the time.
But we getting ready to come to a comment that's gonna kind of challenge your notion right there. But it's kind of out. I get what he's saying, but I get what you're saying too, Tez. I agree with Jay Flowers here. We're also gonna put some people down. He says who's the quarterback for Arkansas is gonna be Taylor Green this year. Unless Ian Maliava decides to hold out at Arkansas, Nico's younger brother. That's a joke.
Is that where he went to?
Yeah, his younger brother's at Arkansas.
What is he? Is he a freshman or something?
He'll be a redshirt freshman this year.
They must gave him some money.
Nick, Ted's tight. I'm in the studio remixing Mini Men.
Mini Men.
Gonna get this smoke this year. See, he with us. Shout out to Phil. That's what we're talking about, man.
All right.
We got to play out for. That's what I'm talking about.
I got plenty of tissues over here for y'all. We got tissues all over the place.
Jay Flowers said Malik Block gonna go crazy. Yeah, Malik Block gonna be that dude. He's slotted to be a starter this year. Not slotted. He's gonna be the starter this year. So I don't disagree with you there, man. More than he got Caleb DeBoer more than Freeze. Wow,
accomplished more than Freeze so far.
Accomplished more Freeze so far.
But yeah, that's what he's saying. He went to a college football playoff.
Who? No, we didn't.
Or is he talking about this?
Won the Pac-12.
Oh, no, like overall.
I'm thinking like SEC.
I was talking about in the SEC. They both don't have anything.
Right.
Yeah, got a point. Alabama won a bowl game. No, Alabama lost to Michigan.
They haven't won anything. But I will say, I have learned that in today's college football, it doesn't matter how many games you win. You don't have to win anything anymore. You just have to.
Here we go. I know what they're talking about.
I don't want to get into it, but yeah, you don't have to win.
I know what they're talking
about. One of the least most important things. That you have to do. Marcus has
Jay Flowers said Marcus has goal is to make sure Elite leaves Auburn better than he was. I say Marcus Harris was really good. I know Malik is his brother, but Marcus was really good.
Yeah, he was. He was unexpected too.
That's the thing. That's the thing too, because he was kind of undersized.
Yep.
but he held it on there too. Here go Alan Bear. He says, "I have breaking news: a quarterback being coached by Hugh Freeze just threw another interception." Well, I'm getting rid of that anyway. I think somebody put out a stat where they said Hugh Freeze's offense averaged 19, 20 interceptions a year. So I'm getting ready for that anyway. So it is.
I mean,
it's
Really?
breaking news:
like
a quarterback just threw an interception because quarterbacks throw interceptions.
20 is a lot though in the SEC, ain't it?
Yeah, averaging
20
20 a
is a
year.
lot.
It is a lot. It was. I think it was.
Just save 5 of those for us. Save us 5. You know, we are neighbors.
No,
50 come in and said, man, I seen a report that Damari Austin is the 15th out of 16 starting running backs in the SEC. I hope he feels the respect and that lights the fire on him to show out. That is really 15.
I think it's just that the other guy that just left was really good.
Mm-hmm. He couldn't get no playing time.
Yeah, so they devaluing.
And y'all don't run up.
Much.
It didn't seem like y'all was dedicated to the run because your guy that just left was so good when he got in there. His average was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was just Hugh Freeze.
So if you don't run them like slick, don't run people.
Yeah,
he got running back up in Michigan. Huh?
He ran Milrow.
Yeah, that ain't what we need to be doing.
Alan Berry, he said he hasn't coached in the SEC yet, but neither did Meyer or Saban. I'm not saying he will be as good as them, but still.
Gotta start from somewhere.
I get that. But then when your two examples are like two of the greatest coaches in NCAA history.
What was Spurrier before Florida?
That's a good question.
I mean, Urban Meyer,
Urban Meyer is probably the one really that came from the West, I guess.
Right, came from West and came. Yeah,
he came from the West Coast.
Because I wonder where Florida. What was? I don't know where Steve Spurrier came.
So before he got to Florida, Steve Spurrier was
USFL.
No. You know he was. He played at Florida.
Mm-hmm. How's the trophy?
No, he played at Florida. My bad. He's at Duke.
He was at Duke. Oh, he's one of those Duke.
Yeah.
Okay, one of those Duke guys came.
Yeah, he was at Duke. He was the OC QB at Duke. Then he went to the USFL with the Bandits. Then he came back to be the head coach at Duke. Then he was in Florida. Then he went to the Redskins and then came back to South Carolina.
I remember because I think in the USFL he did that funny gun thing.
He did.
He did in the USFL. I think back in those days, in olden times.
Shout out to King Richard. What's going on, King? How you feeling, my guy? Hope all is going well.
The King is here.
Yes, he is. 5 Adam said, man, watch Michigan game. Bama defense played, but QB Miro was not KQB type.
Okay, yeah, Caden DeBoer quarterback, yeah.
Okay. Caden DeBoer said they can win with all 3 quarterbacks and can win in the pocket. Okay. All right. J Fowler said 60. Laughing out everything after third gotta pay to play. Yeah, this is the thing, man. We had this conversation last night, man. It should go to but it's part of, and this is a whole nother show. It's part of a bigger reconstruction of college football. And me and Tez had a whole conversation about it last night after the show. And maybe we should have that conversation. I don't know if we do it tomorrow, but definitely it's coming because I honestly, and Tez got a great point as well. But yeah, 60. I think each college team should have 60 scholarships or 60 payments in that way. It'll be interesting 60, to see.
But how many people on the team?
60. Yes.
Just for the record, I think that they should just get rid of the scholarships altogether. I'm not going to explain it. It sounds crazy. I'm not going to explain it right now because I don't have enough time. But if I do explain it, I promise you it makes sense. So we do have that conversation, or if we do have that conversation, it makes sense.
Yeah, we'll have it. It's just you got to understand it's part of a bigger reconstruction of college football. So that's the reason why we have it at that number.
I hope.
And in my opinion, having 60 will actually create a lot more equality in college football in the Power 5, in the Power 4, and in the Group of 5. But it is what it is.
As long as if y'all solution don't have a CBA included,
it does.
Okay, I can listen because everything else is madness. What we gonna do? We gonna see we and my team. And when you come, you gotta stay for 2-3 years, and then you gotta live over here, and then you gotta do all this stuff on this list. Man, you'll put yourself at a competitive disadvantage. Just don't tell you now, because
I don't know.
Ain't nobody gonna sign Nico.
They did though.
No, I'm looking at Jay Flowers' last comment, and I'm like,
okay, let me bring it back up. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. I think if Jackson Arnold has the type of year where he could go to the NFL, but he just opts to come back to college. So let's say maybe he's a guaranteed second round pick. He's looked at as an NFL quarterback. He has a good year in the SEC. We are a playoff team. Maybe we don't win it, but we, look good in the playoffs or something like that. And it's projected that we could take another step, and he comes back for that.
Just mean
as long as the program is, I think it's as long as the program,
exactly.
As long as the program is moving forward, I don't think Deuce would leave.
That's the exact position. That's the exact position we're in right now at Alabama.
In fact, I kind of want that scenario to play out just like that. I kind of want it to be a situation where Jackson Arnold plays great for 2 years, then Deuce takes over, because that leaves you some stability in your quarterback room. If Jackson Arnold leaves, we talked about this before. If Jackson Arnold leaves, we're in the portal.
Right.
Yeah, you got to get another quarterback.
Regardless.
I think a sophomore should be able to start, though, right?
Yeah,
sophomore should be able to start.
Yeah.
But you're right. Your quarterback room still would be empty because
because
if the sophomore starts and everybody, because that's how we are. I'm hoping. I think Austin Mack kind of feels like I gotta take it into this season coming up because Ty could falter, and I could get the number 2 guy. But after this season, and I don't know if it was my son, I'm probably like, hey, Austin, bro. Weather's really good out here. I mean, I'm just because I don't know people's NIL situation, but do you think Austin Mack is being compensated more than Keelan Russell?
That's probably a good question.
So, like, I would probably tell my son, you're in between two forces.
So who's QB2?
I think Austin Mack is right now. Just because he has more experience with Grubb, actually. Like when Grubb talks about his parents, he don't say Mr. and Mrs. Mack. He called them by their first name. They've been together a long time. Because Austin only did 3 years of high school, and he's known him. He's known him since he was a sophomore, and so then he went to Washington, and then they came down from Washington to here. So he has an opportunity if Ty falters, but halfway through the season, I won't be surprised if he takes a red shirt. Takes 2 years somewhere else so he can play, because the boy can spin it. But sitting there waiting with Keelan Russell behind you, and Ty could have, like you said, an okay year or a great year. I don't think Ty is trying to go out and go to the unless he did some crazy numbers, Bryce Young type stuff. I think he would come back.
Ty got left?
2 years. It's the same thing, man. And we still got another quarterback coming in. So, I mean, we're trying to get another one come in. So, I mean, it's getting kind of crowded, which is good.
Shout out to B Sharp. What up, B
Sharp? What up, man?
What's up, man?
All right, man. We can really get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking us around the water cooler. Mike, what can they find you, my guy?
Oh, yeah. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook right here. Blue Sky Tight Sports, and also you can find me out there in the Badlands of Twitter. My therapist says it's okay for me to return to X right now. It gets bad out there, but I did want to give a shout out to my kids. They upgraded my award. I need it. It's a they gave me an award. They said present to Tight Sports for having more videos than subscribers. So I'm not sure if that's a backhanded comment or what that means, but if you can, and they didn't even let it dry right. It's all anyway. I love my children. If y'all could subscribe to the channel, we want to have more subscribers than videos. They told me that's what the name of the game is out here on the YouTube. And thank y'all for having me tonight. Roll Tide.
That's all tight. That's like part of the Avengers. Make sure you go subscribe to Tight channel, man. Tight on his way to 500 subscribers, man. Part of the Avengers here on YouTube, man. Tez, where they can find you at, my guy?
that you can find me at It's SC Season, my new channel, SC Season, and my subscriber to video ratio is amazing. I don't have any videos, so I have more subscribers than videos, so I won't be getting one of those.
Wow!
Stats.
No, you can't. This is my association of these guys.
That was good.
But hopefully, yeah, that'll change soon. But hopefully, it never changes. Actually,
That's
you
won't
That's a
worry.
good one. That's a good one. Like, that's a good one, man.
Huh?
And here,
That's right.
man, you
Kids
can
love
follow
me,
us
I think.
at Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. On Twitter, follow us on Twitter at CoolerSpot23. If you don't have Twitter, download it and follow us there at CoolerSpot23 on Twitter. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos. And
Hit that like.
go live, man. Water Cooler Talk Sports website coming soon. Should be here before the season starts.
All right.
So we're gonna be trying to give y'all some good written print content. Going into a lot more broad college football, a lot more recruiting on there. Trying to get our hand into a lot of things, trying to get out there and touch a lot of people. So things, stuff like that. So we appreciate you, man. Shout out to King Richard for the great show. Yeah, we at 624. We trying to get up there to 700. We're trying to. So it is off to a great start. LOL. Shout out the show.
Congratulations, Dad.
He can't wait, man. The Honey Beard has decided to show right before we get up out of here. The legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams. What's up, my guy?
What's the deal, Pickles?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. All right. We'll be back tomorrow around the water cooler, man. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be back around the water cooler, man. And until then, as always, you all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. As always, y'all be blessed. Make sure you get the man upstairs above his because he deserves it all. And he said he about to go get some chicken. Then it's like, so you going to get the chicken that they can make 70 different ways? Is that what he going to get?
Oh, the Chinese chicken. Yeah.
The Chinese chicken is what he going to get it made 7 different ways. Is what it is, man. Make sure y'all get a man upstairs above his because he deserves it all. Make sure you get a Lord his, man. We appreciate y'all. And as always, until tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. I forgot. Make sure you go out and subscribe to the Avengers of YouTube. That's Tight Sports, Alabama Football Megacast, on his way to 500. Subscribe to Tez over at It's SEC Season. Get ready to dropping his content. Make sure you subscribe over to Sharpshooters Podcast on his way to 800 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe over to Auburn TV with DC Wolf. Make sure you subscribe over there, man, and go get all the great content that we are all dropping here around in these YouTube streets. And of course, subscribe to Water Cooler Talk as well, man. All right, let's get up out of here. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central around the Water Cooler, man. Y'all have
Word.
As always, one love, and we out this thing. I holla, Eugene Asante. Take us out, my guy. Let's
Boys
go.
and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.